guys, it's Liz from Elizabeth Does Flosstube. I am actually getting to film during the day on Friday instead of having to wait until I get my little girl in bed. So here we go. This is my channel about cross stitch. I sometimes show other things I've done, but mostly cross stitch. I've been home all week. It is January 7th. I have had a fever since January 1st. So all year I've had a fever. Started with a sore throat and a fever. My ears were starting to hurt a little bit. I had off and on headaches. Took an at-home COVID test, but the packaging said it was expired, so I didn't know if it was accurate or not. It came back negative. Made an appointment to get a real test. Had that on Wednesday, came back negative, so not COVID. I've been really tired. I've been like, I'll be doing stuff and it's just like, I gotta lay down. So, but I'm feeling better. I have not taken my temperature today. I think it's still probably like 99. It was 100 or a little over 100 all week. And then yesterday it was down to 99. So it's probably around 99. So it's been fun. Maggie, my little girl, has stayed home all week too. She stayed home Monday because I just was too tired to get up and I didn't feel good, so she just stayed home. And my day off is Tuesdays anyway, so she wouldn't have gone to daycare anyway. And I figured I would be taking her Wednesday. There was a message from the daycare on Tuesday that her classroom, there was a COVID case, blah, blah, blah. And they called later that night and said, when was that, Wednesday? I was like, that's fine, she'll stay home Wednesday. Yeah, so they called on Wednesday and asked how I was and how she was, and I said, well, we're fine. I had a fever, you know, but I got a COVID test, I'm waiting on results, blah, blah, blah. So they said, well, since she wasn't exposed because she wasn't there on Monday or Tuesday, she could come in on Thursday if she wanted. And I said, well, she'll probably just stay home again because, you know, I still had a fever. So they're like, okay. So I said she'll probably be on Friday. So she went in today because she has been so bored. But, so there we go. That's my lovely story. But I've been trying to get a lot of stitching done when I'm awake enough and feeling good enough to stitch. So I've been trying to pick up things that I haven't picked up in a long time and get some stitches in. So, let's see. Sorry. I was working on the Harry Potter, the giant Harry Potter, and I got my whole, it said on the thing that they recommended a center start, so I did. I finished that whole section. Anything I could reach in my scroll frame, like, I did it. So I'm going to insert a video here of that because I've already scrolled, so, and I don't want to have to unscroll to show you. So wait, first I'll insert a picture of where it was last week on New Year's Eve. Then I'll insert the video. And then I'll show you. I moved to the top. So. Okay, so here is the picture of where it was last week, last time you saw it. And then I will put in a video of the finished product of this section. Okay, here is a quick overall video of this section of my giant Harry Potter. I have this section completely done. this is the only thing I need to do are the corners of this book. I've already moved on to the top section. So I just scrolled this back down so I could take this video. So I'll probably do those corners real quick since it's only 6 stitches. But there we go. That is that section completely done. Okay, so this is me later. I just put my little girl to bed. So I was talking about the Harry Potter, and I inserted a picture of where it was last week on New Year's Day, and a little video of what the completed middle section ended up as, because I finished it, and think that finishing that up hit 27%. So I went ahead and scrolled to the top part of the fabric, and that's what I'm working on. And here is where I'm at for that. I did the red swirly corner. Now the lighting isn't as good. So it's red, and then it's got white, and then these little yellow things. And then I did the Gryffindor banner, and then I started the Hufflepuff. So that's what I worked on. Only really for a couple days, because I tried to work on other stuff. Once I finished the black of the Hufflepuff, I'm like, I need to work on something else, or I'm not gonna have anything else to show. So, these banners are really cool. These letters are like crazy. It's like an old English style font. So you only stitch some of the black, and then you do back stitching to get the detail lines. And then there's a little, it's supposed to be a French knot at the bottom, but I do colonial knots. I don't like French knots because they're so inconsistent. But I like colonial knots. So it starts out looking like crazy. Like, this isn't as bad because it's an H, but this was like just random blobs of black, and then you connect them with the back stitching lines. So what I did was I was starting stitching the background color of the banner, which I was really worried about. It's the number 3770, and it's kind of pink, and I'm like, pink, it's like skin color, I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know about that, but I'm like, I'll stitch a line and see how it looks, and it looks okay. So I went ahead and did it. So I stitched a couple lines of that. Then I'm like, ooh, I should do the black first, because there's like quarter stitches or whatever. And I figured it might be harder to see where I'd done those if I just did the light color. So I did the black. And then I unthreaded that needle, threaded up the light color background again, and finished the background, and then threaded up the black needle, the black thread again, and did the back stitching all on the same strand, instead of stopping that strand, stitching the background, and then starting a strand just for the back stitching. I just used the same thread. I just pulled the black thread out of the way. And I was going to do that for the Hufflepuff one, but since there's black underneath it, I just kept going with the black. But so that's what I did. And then I was going to change the colors for the like corner flourishes, but then I just realized, just like right before I put Maggie to bed, that there's a reason they have it the way it is, but I still don't like that the green is, all 4 of them are green. So I'm going to change the green ones. But so here's where it is. So I didn't look at the bottom of the pattern. So I'm like, okay, so the top is red, red, yellow, yellow. And then there's blue in the middle because it's the middle. And then the other side is green, 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 green. And then there's 2 blue ones down here. And I'm like, I don't like that this is red and yellow, but this is all green. So I was going to do all red, all green, and then that would be the blue, and then I was going to switch these to yellow. But then I realized, because someone shared on Facebook, that they were doing the one that is kind of the same pattern, but it's the pillow finish. So it's like a more it doesn't have all the people. It just has like the main thing at the top. That these corners are the other ones. So Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. So I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. But I still don't like that this is all 4 green, because Gryffindor is red and gold. Hufflepuff is yellow and black. Ravenclaw is blue and black. But Slytherin should be green and silver, and they just did it all green. So I'm going to switch that to green and gray. So there we go. So I don't have to do as many changes as I thought. But, so that is that. So that's what I've done. I'm going to keep working on this. I could work on it all day, every day, because I love it. It's a great pattern, but then nothing else gets touched. So I've been working on it until I get to like a kind of stopping point, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta work on something else. So that's how I managed to get a few other whips this week since I've been homesick. But I'm gonna keep working on the Harry Potter. And once I get, so like the way I have it scrolled, obviously this is the stuff I stitched before, but there's a little bit, like you can see, so here's the bottom of my rod. That's where that row ends. So there's a little bit here that I can't get to. So once I stitch these flourishes at the top, I'll be able to scroll down, and then I should be able to get that little bit that I can't reach. So I'm going to do those flourishes on the top next, after I finish the Hufflepuff banner. I'm going to do those. That's cool. And then the Harry Potter, the HP in the middle, they want you to use the metallic thread, and I don't want it all metallic, so I'm just going to use 3828. Yeah, 3828 for that, instead of the metallic, because the metallic, if you can only really use one thread, and it just doesn't have any coverage. So I just don't like it. As if it's like an accent color, that's fine. Like the little gold accent balls, those are fine. But if it's that whole thing, it wouldn't have any coverage. So I'm just going to do 3828. So that's the plan for that. And there we go. I will insert a picture with my little doodles on how I'm going to do my colors, because I'm just going to do the 2 inside ones green and then the 2 outside ones gray for silver. So there we go. After that, you will go back to the regular video. Thanks for being patient and seeing my messy room a little bit. It's not so bad. I made my bed. Oh, my little girl said I could have T-Bone for the night to sleep with. T-Bone from Clifford. So that's nice. I like when she lets me have a stuffed animal. I'm going to, that'll be something I'm going to be doing. I have had this pattern for forever. It's for a 8-foot long plush squid. And I definitely, like, when I was feeling down, I would steal one of Maggie's stuffed animals to sleep with, because it was nice to cuddle with something. So I'm going to make this 8-foot long stuffy squid. So that'll probably be in the next month or 2. So, because I like having a stuffed animal. And I can't have my Toothless because she wants to steal it. I have a plushy Toothless that I made from How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, now I'm jibber-jabbering. Back to the other video. I also worked on, wait, did I work on Schitt's Creek this week or was that last week? That was last week. I didn't work on this week. No, I didn't. I thought I worked on that. That's in my work done pile. Okay, so I did work on my third oldest whip. My oldest whip is my stamped cross stitch. And I haven't picked that one up. And then my next oldest whip is Big Trouble in Little China. Well, my third oldest whip is Fifth Element. And I worked on this yesterday. Non-stop. I wanted to get it done. I wanted to get this section done. And I did. Except for the back stitching around the title. But here is where it was last time we saw it. I haven't picked this up. I haven't. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I haven't picked this one up since the end of October. And I did 715 stitches yesterday. So here's where it was. Here is where I'm at. I finished them all. I was pretty tired by the end. But, so, this section is done. I just need to do the back stitching around the title, and then I can scroll. Now, his arm isn't done, because I couldn't reach. So I'm going to scroll, so this will be the next one I do. Then, I'll be able to work on that one too. So there we go. I am super excited. Like, up close, the coverage is crap, because it's 14 count. But back farther, it's not bad at all. Pretty cool. So, it's like I almost want to start it over on 18 count because I absolutely don't like 14 count anymore. But considering it is one of my oldest whips, I'm just going to keep going. So, that was a pretty exciting day to get that done. Like, I was up until late. Not late, late. Late for me. I usually go to bed right after my little girl because I'm so exhausted. But this time I just stayed up. I think I was up until about 10 o'clock because I didn't want to put it down because I knew I wouldn't pick it back up. And then another day I worked on my geisha that I got for Christmas from my mom. Geisha. And I remembered to get the fabric thing. So this is what I got done. It's like 395 stitches. Boy, it's a lot of black. So here's where it was last time. And here is where I got to. Yeah, lots and lots of black. I think the butterfly in her hair is about here. So, all black. And it goes all the way down to about here, I think. It's a lot of black. It's like 3,000 stitches that I have left of black. But I figured I want to start with the black so I don't get all the way to the end and not want to finish it because of all the black. So I want to start with it. So even if it takes me days of working on just the black, it's fine by me. You can see this little bit will be $37.99. So she's got like gray highlights in her hair. But this fabric is 18 count. It's from Vintage Needle Arts. It is called Cotton Candy. This is 15 inch by 18 inch. And it's Zweigart based. So it's pretty nice. I really like this, obviously, because I realized when I opened my Christmas present and saw it, I'm like, wait a minute. I already have that fabric. Yep. I already have it because I ordered it for a cherry blossom picture. So, whatever. So she's cool. I love it. And I'm glad I worked on it some more. And I grid my fabric with heat erase pens, if anyone wants to know. I get them from Amazon. My first set came with like the, oh, I don't have one sitting here. No, it comes with like the pen and then a bunch of refills. And then I got, I was getting low on, it comes with like 4 different colors, I think. And you get a bunch of refills. But I was getting low on a couple of the colors, so I went ahead and ordered a bag of just the refills for them. But, so this is the pink one. And then, so I use whatever color will work that I can see the best on the fabric. But this one, I used the water erase pens, and I know that the water erase pens work because this I had at work one day with me, and I had my windows down like this much, and it rained, and some of my lines got erased from the rain. So I know that they work. So now I use the heat erase pens, because also I don't really want to have to wash my projects unless I absolutely have to. So other than that, the only other thing I worked on, and I worked on it today because I have been putting it off, is the Cryptid Stitch Along by the Witchy Stitcher. I just haven't wanted to do it. I just haven't wanted to. So I just did 351 stitches, and that's probably all I'm going to do for a while because I'm a tad bit annoyed. But so here's where it was last time, and I haven't picked this up since the beginning of December, first week of December, because I just, I got sick of it. So I did 351 stitches today, and that's this top border of Nessie, and the word Nessie. It's not correct in Pattern Keeper, and it's annoying because I know I almost screwed up the whole entire thing because I was looking at the grid lines on Pattern Keeper and they were off. And then I know that I didn't realize that until today when I went to work on it, and I was going to start, 2 lines higher because that's what it showed, and then nope, it's supposed to be this far. But I didn't notice that when I first did it. So these triangles on the bottom are off by 1, and that's annoying because I know I wouldn't have screwed that up. It's because I was looking at the lines on the grid in Pattern Keeper. So, and it looks like the Dover Demon, when I put it in Pattern Keeper, it didn't do, like, it usually shows like the corner of the one next to it so you can see where to line it up, and it didn't do that. It only put the single thing, so, and it didn't even put the skulls on the top, so it's a little annoying. So that one goes there, and then today we get the next release, but it's fine. I'll work on it, I'll get it finished. It'll only be, it pretty much ends the end of this month, so I'll probably get it done in February or March, I don't know. But that's it. That's all I worked on. That is all my whips. I might get this bee thing done today just because, or I might just keep working on Harry Potter. I don't have Haul in my hand at Word some stuff, and I watch Flosstube all the time, and the more I see this pattern, the more I want it. So I finally went ahead and ordered the pattern, and I ordered some fabric for it, and I ordered the floss, and it is Color and Cotton, or Classic Colorworks. And I haven't used those yet. I've only used regular old DMC. But I'm like, I really want it to look the way they want it to look. So this will be the first time I use fancy floss. But it is the Halloween Quaker. So I went ahead and ordered it, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to do it. And on 18 count Aida, it won't be too ridiculously big. I think, shoot, I was looking up for my phone. You guys are my phone. It's not too bad. It's like 20 by 18, the fabric. So it's only like, I don't know, it's only like 15 by something. So it's not big. It's not as big as I was thinking it was going to be. That's why I had been putting it off, because I didn't want a huge thing that I would never finish. But I think this would be manageable. So I'm going to try it. And so that'll be exciting. And other than that, like I said, I ordered the floss and the fabric, and then I ordered, I got floss, or a piece of fabric from the same shop, and it is, I can't think of what that shop was called. I could look on my iPad. How about that? Ooh, that one's a PDF. That's nice. Dovestitch.com is the Etsy shop. And I ordered, it was an overstock. And I think they do they do printed fabric. And this one is called Twilight. And I thought that would be really cool for the Halloween Quaker. And it was an overstock because it was a misprint of color. I guess it's the wrong color or something. It just says overstock 18 count Aida Twilight with silver sparkles. And then from that same shop I got, it's called Creationist Blue, and it's like a galaxy. And I have a couple of patterns that I thought would look really cool on that, and I think the size I got will fit both patterns. I have a firefly pattern that I want to do, and then I have the spring dragons. I think would look really cool on that. And then, oh, holy crap, I opened up right to it. And then I thought my firefly shiny would work on that too. So, there we go. I can't believe that opened to that page. Like, so today I think I'm going to work on Harry Potter some more. And I might do this thingy, because it shouldn't be too hard to do. But that's it. I don't really have any plans for the month. I was gonna get the digital 24 hours of cross stitch planner, because I thought it sounded like a really cool thing, a way to track progress on stuff and get you working on some of your projects. And like, I had it in my cart on Etsy, and I'm just like, I don't know if I would use it. I know it's definitely meant for people that have tons and tons of whips, and I really don't. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, kind of 13 whips. And then I have 2 that I'm gonna put away the bee bouquet. Just gonna put it away. And then I think I'm gonna put away the Twisted Rainbow band. Just give it a break. And it's not even because it's black fabric. I actually don't mind black fabric at all. I just don't feel like stitching it. And like, I hadn't stitched on it in like a month when I picked it up. Like last week I showed it. And I didn't even write down what I had done. And I hadn't stitched on it since the beginning of November. So, I think it's just going to go away. I'm just going to put it away. I have like a project bag up there that I'm just going to loosely fold them and put them in there. I just don't feel like working on them. And there's a couple things I want to start. I have the cardinal points that I want to get started. And then when the Halloween Quaker comes, I'm going to want to start that. And I was kind of thinking I wanted to start my colossal octopus. And then that would give me 3 frames, because I have 1 frame empty. And then I need those 2 emptied too. So then I can have 3 new projects. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So maybe I'll grit up some fabric today. I actually really like gritting. I think it's not bad at all. Everyone complains about gritting, and that's why a lot of people don't do it, because it's just time consuming. But it really doesn't take that long. I find the middle point, I draw, maybe no one would care. So I find like my middle point, and then I draw my line this way, my line this way down the middle, and then I count to 10 a million times. Count to 10, count to 10, count to 10. And then I turn it around, count to 10, count to 10, count to 10. And then I turn it and I count to 10, count to 10, count to 10, count to 10. And then I turn it and count to 10 a million times. And then I draw my lines out, like from the middle line, I draw my lines and I go all the way down. I turn it around, draw my little middle lines, or my lines, then I turn it sideways and do the same thing. And it doesn't take that long. It's the counting to 10 a million times that takes time. But really drawing the lines, not that big of a deal. But definitely you need to, especially if you're working with heat erase pens, you got to make sure you iron first. That way, if you find you have a wrinkle later, you don't erase your heat erase pens. My Harry Potter, I had it all done, and I'm like, there's a little bit of a crease, like, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stitch. And then it was like the characters were right on that, and I could see that it was making a difference. So I had to use my tiny little iron, my quilting iron, and iron that. So then I have to draw in my lines. I had to redraw like that section of lines. That's why there's like one section that's like kind of lighter, just because that's where the crease was. So you definitely need to iron first. But like I said, it doesn't take that long. It takes maybe 20 minutes, 25 if it's a big project, 15, 20 minutes if it's a small one. So I'm probably gonna grid up the fabric for cardinal points and maybe the colossal octopus. So I guess that's really it. I will talk to you guys next week. I will be home again next week because when we have like a health check when we get to work, and if you have a fever, if you fail the health assessment, you need to be home for 2 weeks, and it's paid. So I've been off this week, and I'll be off next week too. So I'm probably going to go through my closet and clean out all these clothes that I haven't even pulled out of my closet in like 10 years. And my dresser, I have clothes that I keep them because I like them, but I don't ever wear them. So I think I'm gonna do a clean out this week. So that'll be fun. But I'm sure I'll be bored by the end, and I might even just go back to work a little early, just because. As long as I'm fever-free for 3 days, I can go back. It's just, they give you a certain amount of time. So, we'll see. Like I said, I haven't taken my temperature today. My eyeballs feel kind of hot, so I think I must still have a little bit of a fever. So, I will see you guys next week, and I will try to make sure I work on some stuff so we can see more. Can't believe all those whips, and it's not that long of a video. Oh well. And I will try to get it uploaded faster. The last time I had trouble, I found the fastest way to get it to upload to YouTube is to send the video, but the edited video from my phone to my iPad, because my iPad for some reason uploads faster. Heck, if I take it to the Walmart, not the one I work at, because our internet's crappy, but the other Walmart, and use their Wi-Fi, it can do an hour-long video and have it uploaded in like 10 minutes. But, you know, I was homesick, so I couldn't do that this past time. That's why my New Year's Eve video was a couple days after New Year's Eve. But, blah, 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 blah. I will see you guys later. Bye. So, I just realized we just got home, and I actually have some haul now. We went to the thrift store, and I found a couple things. One thing is this teeny tiny rickrack. Can't pass it up, 25 cents. So I always look through the crafty stuff. Hopefully I find patterns or whatever. Rickrack. And then I found this, and it's a whole kit. And it is Bath, designed by Diane Arthurs. And like I said, it's the whole kit I got for $2. Now, I showed my mom because I thought it was cute, but my plan is to sell it on eBay. But then she was like, "You're not gonna stitch that." And I'm like, "No." But then look, without the bath, it's cute. It's little birds in a bird bath. And look at this black work around the outside. So I might actually stitch it. I'm not gonna stitch it on this 14 count. That's for sure. Pretty sure it's 14 count. But I might stitch it just without the word bath and then just move over the side piece because it's cute. So there's that. And then the rickrack. And then I got this cool box. It's a hanging file box. So it's got the rails so you can put hanging files in it. I don't need it right now, but I kind of want to get a different bookshelf. So I think I'm going to, I thought that would be cool to have for a bookshelf. So there we go. Now that's the end. I will see you guys next week. So keep watching. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. I don't know. I get lost in the mix because there's so many people that have Flosstubes. So my videos don't get very many views, but I like doing them. I like seeing the progress I've made in 1 week's time. So there we go. See you next time.